Healing in Color is a community healing center in Guildford that is owned and operated by the husband and wife duo, Suki and Josh. Healing in Color is a safe space that offers Reiki energy healing sessions, counseling, mindfulness programs, workshops, retreats, kids camps, private events, and more. Hi, Suki.
Hi, Krysta.
Thank you so much for inviting me into your space. What does Healing in Color mean?
Well, healing in color to us means that not everything is always in black and white. We're a reminder that color is so beautiful and color can help us heal, and we're all people of different color as well, and that really is represented in this space of people that we have coming to the space, practitioners that we have working here sometimes, and even ourselves. Is we're inviting people of all colors into our space, and we love color.
Yeah, who does? Yes, I can see that. It's right, beautiful. Yeah. That's amazing. So what exactly do you do at Healing in Color?
So our services are nature-based, kind of taking it back old school sometimes, bringing us back to our roots and healing in that way in terms of, what we eat, what environment we surround ourselves with. We really have a big lens on holistic healing and not just for one individual. We have a community outlook. I've been working in the community services for the last 15 years or so. So within my work, I knew that not only working with children, I needed to work with the whole family.
For the one-on-one experiences, what types of things do you work on with people?
Bringing counseling together with holistic healing. So a lot of the times in the counseling space, the focus is only on the mind, but in this space, we're focusing on mind, body, and soul, and then that's the holistic part for us. So, and counseling to me looks like more like having a conversation. Talking about where you're at, and then we'll move into a cacao ceremony, which is a grounding ceremony to connect us back to our heart and connect us with Mother Earth. And then I also offer Reiki healing with that as well.
What exactly is that?
Reiki is an energy healing. So many of us don't always acknowledge that we are energetic bodies and that we have energy. Sometimes I like to explain it to little ones as like the Force in Star Wars. A lot of the times when we don't deal with our emotions or we avoid them, or there's a lot of negativity around us, it takes an effect on our overall health and our energetic body, our aura, our force field, if you want to call it, like Star Wars. And what happens over time is a lot of those areas, the chakras, the energy bodies that we have, let's say they get clogged. And when that happens, it creates discomfort within the body. So as you get older, and I'm sure you witnessed this, as you get older, we get more back pain, we get migraines, we get headaches. We're noticing a lot more in our body. But as we age, we buried a lot of things within the energetic body. So an energy healing session essentially is life force energy that is available from the universe. It's not religious based or anything like that. It's just universal based on universal energy. So if you ever heard of the word qi in like Chinese medicine or Tai Chi or Qigong, it's using that energy that's available to all of us.
And this yurt that we're in, can you tell me about this and how it's built and what it means?
Yeah, our yurt space, so we call it the healing yurt. It's a round structure, and when you're in a round space, there's no corners, so the energy moves really beautifully in this space. But also, a circle represents such beautiful things. It represents oneness, it represents connected, being connected. Yurts have been around for over 3,000 years, so Mongolians have lived in them for that time. And our yurt is Mongolian made. It's made in Mongolia by a family of 13 siblings and their children together in community, which was our intention for the space. So it just felt so fitting to everything that we represent.
As soon as you walk in, you feel that energy, and it's amazing. Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing this space with us. We're going to head over to the Healing Center and chat with Josh.
Great.
Hi, Josh.
Hi.
I know that you focus a lot on what you call mindful masculinity. Can you tell me what that means?
Absolutely. So, masculinity has been something that a lot of people talk about, especially in the last few years. And, what I noticed is that a lot of people would sort of just put it in one box. It would just be toxic masculinity, that's it. It can't be anything else. So I thought that, we really need to re-examine this, and we need to actually even use new words around it. We need to actually explore it, understand what this term even means, so that way we can actually say, are we actually saying that this describes what we're talking about, or perhaps do we need to actually go deeper with that? So for myself, I just thought that, there's a lot of elements of masculinity that perhaps men identify as being those traits they need to exhibit. And then when you have a conversation with women, it's a very different conversation that we're having. So I just thought that, we need to do something so we can really bridge this gap, improve communication amongst our relationships, especially with our partners. And then I think that, a lot of us would be feeling a lot more fulfilled and just enjoying life a lot more.
Wow, and what types of services do you offer along with that?
Absolutely. So at Healing in Color, I focus on what I call image consulting. It's essentially coaching. However, it is kind of a step higher than that. It's where you have more of that real world experience of those things that you're coaching people on. So for example, I have over 13 years worth of leadership and training experience in the business world. So that's something that I identify as one of those niche items that I can help people with. And the other thing that I do is I actually lead the men's retreats that we host here. So that offers an opportunity for men. We keep it to about a size of 10 men to come out, and we really have a unique experience together, something that they don't even realize they're getting themselves into in the best way possible.
Wow, that's very cool. And like, what types of people come? Are there like fathers, sons, all kind of a mix?
Yeah, there's absolutely a mix. And it's all different colors, walks of life. And some of the things that I've heard that really make me smile is I set out a day for us where we're doing something where we're getting the energy flowing, we're sweating, we're competing, because that's kind of how we get things rolling with ourselves. Then we have some time together where we actually eat face to face, we have a cacao ceremony, sharing circle, and we actually spend some time by the fire. And that's usually where we really open up. So on one occasion, we actually had some guys, we got into the healing yurt, we're talking, we're opening up, and they're like, hey, would you mind if we actually scrapped the entire program for the day and just sat in here and talked?
That sounds amazing. Thank you so much for sharing about what you guys do here. It was great seeing the whole space.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming.